What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Around the World with Steven. Welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, I appreciate you. Worldies and travelers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for your love, your share, your comments. You are the reason we're getting in the algorithm slowly but surely. I appreciate all your help and all your support. There's nothing I could say to express how appreciative I am of you. Yes, you watching me. Thank you. Today, I'm going to delve into a video which is highly requested. Now, this is somebody I didn't know. I didn't have preview to. However, in I think a couple videos ago, when Stephanie had mentioned in passing Daddy Roland, his name is, people in my live chat and comment sections went, oh yeah, react to Daddy Roland. Daddy Roland is king. Daddy Roland is this. Daddy Roland is king. Oh my goodness, I love Daddy Roland. Daddy Roland is the best. Please react to Daddy Roland. I'm like, okay, hold your horses. I'ma react to Daddy Roland for you all. Who is Daddy Roland? I didn't know. I'm about to find out who this guy is, who's captivated the hearts of many ladies. I hear if Daddy Roland's name's mentioned, all the ladies go like, oh my God, Daddy Roland. Oh, Daddy Roland this. Oh, Daddy Roland that. Okay, so I'm about to find out. Is he a hot, sexy, chocolatey, like, I don't know. So go out to like, share, subscribe. Let's get into this. I appreciate your support. Let's get it. By the way, this is by Stephanie Soo, and it's the most desirable man in Japan. Women paying $500K just to spend one night with him. Who is this guy, man? Who is this guy? He got me out here like thinking $500K just to spend one night with him. One night. Oh, Daddy Roland this. Oh, Daddy Roland that. All right, let's find out.
Welcome to the very first episode of MOTS.
Why'd you say it like that? First of all, why?
What if I told you there is a man who believes that he can make anyone in the world fall in love with him? Do you think that you yourself could resist? I mean, I think at home...
Me?
I think you could fall for him.
Fall for him?
Yeah, I think so. He's like really something, okay? Do you think that you could resist? Me in my baggy t-shirt that probably has 25 stains on them.
You just be buying shirts with like really questionable words on it.
Recently, I bought a bunch of shirts that were on sale at this website. I don't want to name because I don't want to get in trouble. Anyway.
But what does it say though?
Loving drama!
Oh, man.
Loving drama. Yeah, I know a guy who buys shirts with questionable stuff on them. He got a shirt and wore it, and the shirt said, I love... Man, I can't say the last word, man. It is like Five Knuckle Shuffle. But in its raw name, like I love M baiting, like right there. And he was wearing it proudly. I'm like, dude, do you know what that means? Are you serious? Did you look at the shirt? Yeah, I know of people like that. They'll buy shirts, provided they like the color. They don't read what the shirt says. That's why I love plain tees. I love plain clothes. I mean, you ain't gonna see nothing on my t-shirts. Nothing.
I thought it's a bear in a surfboard car. I thought it was cute.
Moral of the story is you gotta make sure you read the design.
Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble by my husband, okay, because I recently bought a bunch of shirts for stay at home, and I just like the color, I like the overall design, and then when you read the font, the small print, when you get the shirt, they be saying some that if I wore that outside and someone
plate?
photographed me,
Grooming all day.
oh, there was a plate in Korea with a cat and it said grooming all day.
Damn.
All day. There were some really crazy ones that I bought and I don't know what to do with them. I mean, I can't give them away because they're so bad. But I also
Dude, imagine you being an old guy looking creepy as hell and you get a t-shirt, you didn't even read it, you wore it and it says grooming all day. Bruh. Bruh. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine.
don't want to keep them. I can't wear them. This might have to join that pile after this. So, me and my baggy t-shirts with very questionable words sitting inside this house, right? I can easily say I would never fall for him. But in Japan, there is a man who believes that he can win over anyone because he can. He said, and I quote, "I can even make an alien fall in love with me." I can't
Damn.
say he's necessarily wrong because this is a man that women will spend money to spend time with, and not even in the nasty, like, slurping on the thing, you know? They're
Oh,
purely
boy.
there for his company, just to talk to him. This man is so popular that he earned $500,000 in just one night from women wanting to spend time with him. In Japan, he's called the king of hosts, and he goes by one name and one name only. Listen, I feel like there are just some people who can go by just one name, and they're so famous and so unique that you know exactly who you're talking about. I'm talking like Beyonce, Madonna, Prince. These are icons.
Stephanie.
No, I've only ever seen people refer to me as Stephanie Soo. So in Japan, I would say this man would fall into this category. Like, his name is so unique. He just stands out so much that people just know who they're talking about.
Damn.
He is Roland.
That's him. Oh, that's Roland? Oh, we love Daddy Roland. Oh, Daddy Roland is king. Oh, Daddy Roland is this. That's Daddy Roland? Wow.
Why'd you just take a deep breath? Why'd you just... His name does that to you?
Yeah.
We've actually covered him in an RM episode where I was talking about host clubs.
Briefly, though.
Yeah, very briefly, and it was obviously in a much more serious context, where I was briefly talking about hostess clubs and host clubs and what they're like. Just a quick refresher. Hosts in Japan are pretty much handsome men that you pay to talk to. They work at a bar, you go into the bar, and instead of, you know how you go to the club and you buy a bottle of champagne? That champagne is going to be overpriced because you're at the club, but you're going to drink it with your friends, you're doing shots, you got the VIP people, got the sparklers, that's got to be a fire hazard, and they're pumping it up in the sky. Well, these clubs, you go to share the drink basically with the bartender. You're like, I'm going to pay more money so that you sit and you talk to me and you hang out with me and you pour my champagne. Their entire job is to be a Rizzler by looking good and being charming. You should pretty much feel like you're on a date with an attractive man who gives you endless compliments. Host clubs are literally ego bars. I would go for an ego boost. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think I would. Perhaps. Depends.
Honestly, like,
Oh, so it's like the host clubs are clubs you go, and then you have the hosts or the guys, good looking guys, coming to you, spending time with you, sitting with you, talking as you sip and stuff like that, showering you with compliments. Oh, I can see why people patronize the place because, man, with this day and age, current situations where everybody is single, lonely, and stuff like that, bro, you find you a host club. I can see people buying VIP tickets to that place and having complimentary nights and talking to good-looking guys and stuff like that. Wow, we should open one somewhere here.
that job sounds hard as hell.
Oh, the job sounds impossible.
Yeah, like sit there all day long and just
Talk to people and make them feel good.
but like kind of just stroke someone's ego nonstop.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure 99% of them, you're like, I don't know what to say to you right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say
Like
to you.
10 minutes, I'm sweating.
Me too. Like 5 minutes at a club with just us two, we're already sweating. Like, should we just go home?
Come to think of it, that is really true. Like, what are you going to tell somebody? That is going to boost their ego. Like, what? You have a 90-year-old woman sitting across from you wanting you to raise her up, and you're like, oh man, your wrinkles reminds me of the ocean, and your baggy eyes reminds me of bags of money. Money, baby, money. Like, what the heck are you gonna tell them? I cannot do it. I'll probably get up and dance. But at the same time, I don't work at a place like that anyway. I won't qualify for it. No. So, like, what? What can you tell somebody possibly? It is going to be a tough job. So this Roland's probably really good at his job.
Too much. You go there and you get an ego boost and you walk out, and it's kind of dangerous because you walk out of there and you're like, wait, I know that was a host bar, but I think he's in love with me. I think he wants to marry me. So I'm going to come back tomorrow just to verify and spend even more money. That's the point. Their goal is for you to spread that wallet wide open so that they can just get all up in there. They're hustling. Yeah. And Roland is the king of hosts. He's actually known in Japan as being.
I think this is a better picture of him than the first one. Yeah, I understand that now, bro. Dude looks like he spends 500K on facial makeup like routine or something like that. He looks like he spends 5 hours in the mirror trying to make sure everything is perfect. Bro, look at him. He looks like a statue, a Greek, not the god, but the Greek god's son. Bro, look at him. Dang.
The top host. And what's crazy is I was thinking in my head, if I know someone is the top host, you can't go to that host anymore. Because you're like, I feel like there's another layer of, you're just too good at it.
Yeah.
It's like you're a boy. Like I can't, now I know I'm paying you to be the top host and you're so good at this. And then it's not going to feel authentic in any sense of the word. Like I would like to go to a host that's probably like mumbling and fumbling. And then it's like, okay, fine. You think I'm cute. But for him, he's too smooth, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
But tell me why people still go to this man to the point where he has a YouTube channel and he says,
Listen, ladies, people only need 3 things to live: water, food, and Roland.
he talks about
Whoa.
himself in third person. Okay? He talks about himself in third person.
ちなみになんですけど、多分この動画を見てる人でホストって何ぞやって思ってる人、
俺誰だろうってなりますよね。多分誰だろうですよね。
はい、特に海外から視聴してる人は多分
だから今知らない人の家をただ見させられてる状況ですよね。自己紹介しないとだ。
I would say that Roland is
Bro, this guy is, yo, his confidence and his self-confidence and whatever is through the roof, bro. It's like nobody can touch him. That is insane, bro. What?
convinced that every single woman is in love with him, that all of us are down bad for his gear shift. And if you're not one of them, it's because women in this world are divided into 2 groups. Women who like me and women who will like me. You just haven't met him yet, okay?
Damn, bro. Hey, this guy's so smooth, bro. Women will like me and women will like me. Shut the front door, bro. What? This guy better not get close to my wife.
And I would have to say, just by looking at Roland, he doesn't seem like the stereotypical type to have women drooling over him. I think he's very attractive. However, if you look at him in like American beauty conventional standards, I don't know if he would be the top host in America with just his appearance, but it's not just about his appearance. He's attractive, don't get me twisted, but nobody spends $500,000 to spend one night in his company. That's not his rate. He had a birthday party, and they were like, come celebrate Roland's birthday party. And all these girls were paying premiums to spend his birthday night with him in the club, drinking champagne with him. He made $500,000 that night.
Oh
on
my
his
gosh.
birthday. He does have an iconic look, though. Like, you would be able to see him in a crowd just based on how he looks and dresses. He's got this long platinum blonde hair. And in a crowd of Asian people, you can already see him. Point him out. He's like a highlighter in a sea of black hair, okay? But you will never, ever catch Roland without his big, dark sunglasses. Rain, snow, outdoors, indoors. Roland is gonna have his thick black sunglasses on. Are you Roland? Why do you wear your sunglasses indoors? Are you fucking Roland right now? What the hell is going on? Yeah.
My emotional support.
So he needs to hide those pupils from the world. At least you have like the tint where you can basically see his eyes, right? No, you cannot see his eyeballs unless you're willing to pay a price. Roland
What?
believes that only people that have paid for the privilege of looking at him in the eyes are the people that deserve to. He's not just gonna walk around on the streets with his
Honestly,
eyeballs out.
Valid.
You don't walk around on the street with your eyeballs out?
I think we should all do that.
Oh, you pay for eyeballs?
No, like we should hide the eyeballs until
In love?
connecting. Yeah.
Oh, so then you go,
Take it off. Exactly. Yep.
Damn.
you know what that reminds me? I was gonna say, what if I look better in sunglasses? Then it's just disappointing. And then I saw this one TikTok of this Asian prank channel, this Korean prank channel, where they sorry, okay, they go around and they film themselves having uncomfortable conversations, and it's a couple in a very busy cafe, and the boyfriend goes, "Oh my God, you've been so pretty lately." And the girlfriend is like, "Oh my God, really? Really? You think so?" And he's like, yeah. She's like, "You've been saying that to me a lot recently." "Yeah, it's because you've been wearing masks recently, haven't you?" "Yeah." "Like face masks?" "Exactly. And today did you wear one?" "I mean, no wonder you look so pretty coming into the cafe." "You should get bigger ones, actually." "And I think you'll look prettier." And people on the corners, they don't even know how to act, because what the fuck's going on right now? Anyway, that's how I feel about his sunglasses. People have always asked Roland, why do you wear these sunglasses? And he says, "Because my future is too bright."
Eesh, yo.
Are you gonna recycle that one?
You just got bars loaded and ready all the time.
I think it's locked and ready.
What did I say?
Loaded and ready? What is he loaded with, honey? Come on, get your mind out the gutter. What's wrong with you? Like, this is a man who just loves himself.
Yo,
and
that's
he knows others will love him
loaded
too
already.
for it. He knows how to woo a woman so that she'll open up her purse and drop a few grand on him just to yap. Roland is so confident, he says, "I can't control the wind, but my charms can blow your mind."
Oh my God, bro.
Bruh. He says, "Even the traffic light blushes red when it sees me."
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Okay.
he just goes home and like
Yes,
up line 2024.
that's what I think. He searches this thing and then keeps it. This is insane. Like, what? The traffic light blushes red when it sees me. There's no wind, but I can blow your mind. Bro, what the heck, bro? And this guy's a marketing genius. Do you know why I'm saying that? The sunglasses thing is genius. Because if you make something mysterious, people would really, really want to know what's behind that mystery. Now, if you always wear sunglasses and you say, "Oh, yeah, you're not worthy to look at my eyeballs until you pay for it, or unless you pay for it," then there's a mystery behind that sunglasses that people would want to see. So you're going to make money off of that. That is genius. This guy probably went to marketing school or something. Wow.
He says, "On good days, I could win at rock, paper, scissors against myself in the mirror.
Oh my
I
gosh,
weigh
bro.
165 pounds, but 30 pounds is just pure confidence. I have more
Sheesh.
fun looking in a mirror than watching TV."
I thought you said I have more fun looking in the mirror than looking at you.
Okay, so with that being
Yo.
said, listen, I do need to cut back on my screen time because my brain has been rotting. I've watched 25 different vlogs with Roland, and I've been going through Roland's day in his life, morning routine, nighttime routine. I'm seeing his daytime, what his life is like, everything about him. The way he brushes his teeth, I do think I lost a brain cell. Not because it was dumb, but because of how draining it was. I was exhausted watching him brush his teeth. He's so meticulous. Like right now, my vocabulary is 50% memes. He just said he's dropping bars. We got to get off the internet once in a while, babe. Okay, we got to. And here are the steps on how you can be in the presence of the king of hosts. Because you're talking about the king of hosts. You can't just walk into a host club and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for a guy named Roland, 6'5", blue eyes, blonde hair." No, you can't do that. First of all, you
6'5".
need to go to one of Tokyo's most famous red light districts. And here, there is a host club pretty much on every corner with ads everywhere. Like, there are just walls dedicated.
What? There's that much host clubs? This is wow. So there's like a district where like that is the business going on there. This is crazy. And for him to be the top guy, bro, stop playing. 500K for one night. I think I'm in the wrong profession for real. Like, I gotta go get some surgeries and stuff done. Go there and do this. Dang.
To showing off the different host clubs on bright ass neon signs, you must stay focused here. You cannot just get swayed. They're gonna, if you're waiting for the light to turn green, expect to look to your left, 20 guys biting their lip. You're like, whoa,
Wow.
what's going on right now? Me? That's crazy. Can you do that for me?
Do a bite by my lip?
Yeah. Can you try again? But not your whole lip.
What?
So they be begging you to stop by their cafe saying things like,
I'm waiting for you, baby. Come see me.
you must stay focused. We're here to see Roland. Roland works at the club. That's the name. Imagine being in the red light district and you're like, I'm looking for the club. They're like, which one, you stupid bitch?
That's aggressive. I really hope they don't say that to you, okay?
You can't say, I'm looking for the club. You gotta say, I'm looking for the club. It's that exclusive. The
Oh.
club. There's no ads for it. To get inside the club, you need a reservation. No walk-ins are allowed. You need to call the club, but you better be ready to jump through some hoops to set up a little appointment with Roland because their contact information is nowhere to be found. It's not on their website. It's not on their social media pages, not even on their business cards. All they have on their business cards just reads, the club.
What?
Okay.
Like,
Damn.
what? I feel like I would be so distraught. I'd be so stressed out, okay?
Yeah, how is that a business card if there's no information about the business? It's just the club on it. There's nothing informing you about where to go, what the address is. That is insane. What? Is it like a marketing? But you know what? That is what I said earlier. Now, everything shrouded in mystery drives interest. So if you shroud something in mystery, the interest of people peak. It is natural. It is human nature. If I give you a business card and it just says the club, I'm like, what the hell? Why is it the club? Why? The interest peaks. You show it to somebody, you ask about it, and then you get to the club and it feels special because everyone's business card is giving numbers and addresses and lame ass stuff and guys biting their lips and stuff like that. And then you get one is the club. So yeah, your interest peaks. So that is a good business strategy. And Roland is a good marketer. So damn, that's a good partnership right there. Let's go.
But this
But does
club,
that make you want to find it more?
yes.
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna be in Tokyo looking for that club. Just so I can be like, bitch, it's right there. Here's the phone number, okay? It was stressing me out. But the club is so secretive that they're not giving out their contact information for free. You have to work your way into the club. The only way
Dang.
into the club is by knowing a friend of a friend. Except even if you get the chance to get someone on the phone, they're not gonna put Roland on the phone. They're gonna say, hi, thank you for calling the club. Password?
Password?
A
Password.
password? Can you even guess what the password is? I would instantly hang up because I can't even order takeout on the phone and you want me to take a password? What is the password?
I love Roland.
Enter password.
Enter password is the password?
No.
Oh.
I say enter password, you say password. Enter password.
Password.
Incorrect. Try again.
Again.
Incorrect. Try again later.
Again later.
The password is look at Hosho. Because in Japanese,
What?
that translates to look at the prize. Because getting a spot on Roland's roster, you think Roland is the prize, and you got eyes on the prize. He is the medal. He is the prize. But you're not done yet. Even finding the fork and host club is a whole different obstacle itself. Most host clubs do not look like a bar or a club from the outside. They literally look like corporate office buildings. Some of them have panels, some of them have banners, but some of them really don't. Like the high-end ones, they don't even have banners. They don't take foreigners. They don't want walk-ins. They just want the ones who know to know. That's it.
Dang.
Which is crazy.
That is interesting. They don't take foreigners. Is it because like they can't connect with you well for the business?
Okay, so I read online when I was doing research for this. First is you have to be able to speak the language, otherwise they cannot connect to you, right?
Yeah.
And then second of all, they do say that a lot of foreigners come to Asian countries and think that every establishment is a grab all, handsy, I'm just going to do whatever I want to these women and men. Yeah, so they say they have a lot of unruly situations happen before.
Yeah, that makes sense because imagine yourself coming from a country like, let's say America, let's say the UK, where it's fairly liberal. Like you could go outside, talk to somebody, like, you know, you don't touch them, but conversations lead to some place, right? And then with that notion or that culture, you go to a place like the host club. What you're thinking is, oh, we're making a connection, man. We have to get out of here and go, you know, do stuff, you know. But that is not the premise of the whole thing. The premise is that he or the host is showing you compliments, making you comfortable, making you feel good, feel relaxed, feel big-headed and stuff like that, and that's it. You pay them and that's it. You're done. Right. So I think mostly it's a cultural thing where in one country, what is seen as flirtatious might be harassment in another country, and what might be seen as a pass or normal in one country might be seen as really like getting too far. You know, you're crossing the line. It's disrespectful in another country. So I can see why some host clubs will not allow foreigners. I can see why some host clubs would just, hey, no, we don't do foreigners here. Is it fair to me? No, because I'm a foreigner. I'm not saying I'm going to go there, but I mean, come on, give everybody a chance. Would you? Come on, Japan.
Yeah. So when you enter the building and step into the elevator, if you see fluffy red walls with black and yellow checkered squares, you're in the right place. That elevator takes you into Roland's dungeon.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. When the doors open to the elevator, there's 25 reflections of you. The hallway is just made up of mirrors, which is my worst nightmare. If I am shopping and I pass by a mirror, it's like a jump scare and I never want to come back and I feel emotionally targeted. I'm in emotional distress. I don't want to even buy anything anymore. Thank you very much. I want to go home. Why do I look like that from the side? That's how I feel. But the whole hallway is just lined in mirrors to the point where you don't even know where the hallway ends, which I would argue is a safety hazard. How did they even get this past zoning? I don't know. But sultry music is playing in the background and the mood is mooding. Oh, yeah. No, I like it. Okay, keep going. So you're walking down the hallway, okay? And then music cuts.
What was that sound effect?
Why does that always happen to me?
Your throat's like reflexing.
You've never complained about my throat before. Okay. Now, if the music is suddenly cut, you're gonna hear 10 guys start chanting like it's a freaking cult.
What?
And they all walk out in a line. And one's shaking a tambourine. Another is holding a big bottle of champagne. And they're all heading to one table. This is called the champagne call or the chug. So when you know how in regular clubs, when you order a nice bottle of champagne, all the people will come out with the sparklers and the champagne bottles and they'll be like bouncing up and down to let everybody know this person is fiscally irresponsible. They won't let the whole establishment know, correct?
Yeah.
But at the host club, they'll do the chug. So all the hosts, they drop whoever has paid for their time.
Bye.
And they leave the table and they walk around the hallway, tambourine, to the person who just bought the champagne. And then every single host is around like this one or two girls, okay? And they're all chug, chug, open, ooh, chug, open, yes, chug, yes, ooh, open, cowboy, right? I'm cowboy. What is that pinky doll thing? I don't know, something like that, okay? Like literally just, there's no emotion either. They're just like chug, yes, ooh, open, champagne.
Bro, I would be so pissed off. Like I paid for you to be my host me. When somebody buys an expensive ass champagne, you're gonna get up, sit your ass down, and do your job. Make my hair big till it's big enough that I can carry before you get your ass up. Go. Oh, I now see why they don't allow foreigners, because I'm not going to understand that. I paid for your time. If it's 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes. If it's 1 hour, it's 1 hour. You're gonna sit here. You're gonna glaze me. You're gonna make this head. this big head, even bigger. I don't care who bought the $500,000 champagne. I don't care. It's their problem to deal with. Me and you are dealing right now. That's what I paid. Or you're giving me a discount. Or we're going to calculate. What? You get up and go chug, 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 chug. Bro, no. Sit your ass here. Glaze me. Come on. Stop playing. I paid money for that.
Chug, ooh, yes, great, love my job. Can kill me now. They're doing that. And then they pop the bottle of champagne. It's usually like a bottle of Dom, hundreds of dollars. And you, the buyer, you like get one glass. And then the hosts all just chug it from the bottle.
What the heck?
Wait, what do you mean?
Imagine buying the most expensive bottle of champagne and the bartender is like, you want the whole bottle? And you're like, yeah. And they pour you a glass and then in front of your fucking face, they just chug the rest.
What?
Bro, yeah, no.
Yeah, and then sometimes like while they're chugging, they'll do this shit in front of your face, like imaginary sparkles.
Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Celebration time.
See, I can't be a hostess because my hands are too orange. And then the person would just be like, yeah, they just go, thank you, lovely princess. And then they leave.
What?
Lovely princess.
I'm gonna die. I'm literally sweating. You get to take home the bottle and preserve how they all had their lips on. I literally don't know. But I also don't know how these hosts don't die of liver damage. Most of them say by the time the night is done, they're blackout. Just
Oh
they
my
don't know anything
goodness.
else. Now, if
No.
you're lucky enough to have Roland as your host, he doesn't sit. He doesn't do the champagne chug. He doesn't come out and do that. He sits in the VIP lounge, in his own lounge, where you have to pay $600 just to get in. And that's just the entry fee. I think you gotta buy bottles of champagne afterwards. But the moment you walk in, it's almost like Roland and you are married. And he's just been waiting ages to see you. You walk in, he's standing up waiting for you. He's got white leather gloves on. His sunglasses are off and all of his attention is on you. He's not distracted. He's not looking at his phone. He's not looking at the time. He's not looking at anything but your eyes.
Yo, this guy's a marketing genius. I'm telling you, this guy's a marketing genius. Look at what the other hosts are doing. Oh, chug, 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 chug. And then drinking your champagne and blacking out and stuff like that. This guy says, screw that. I'm rolling. I control this shit. I'm going to act like we've been married for a long time. I'm going to get up with a white leather glove. You are going to see Roland Jackson, the reincarnation of Michael Jackson, and I'm going to look you straight in your eye. Like he carries himself like he's above everything. And you know, there is a saying that you are addressed the way you dress, right? You will be addressed the way you dress. Not physically what you wear, but how you carry yourself, right? He's looking at them doing the chug, chug, shaking their butts and everything, sprinkle, sprinkle. I was like, nah, screw that. I'm Roland. Get to the elevator to get to me, walls and everything. You know, he presents himself as a package. So seeing him is a privilege rather than like going to a host club just to talk to somebody. Seeing Roland is a privilege. Like that is how he's done it. That's how he's carried himself. In life, how you carry yourself is how you be addressed. How you carry yourself is how you would be memorialized or remembered or talked to or stuff like that. If you see a lot of people in your life not giving you a lot of respect, take some step back, analyze how you carry yourself, and re-strategize certain things. Still be yourself, but carry yourself with much more dignity. Respect yourself. You'll be respected.
His eyes are showing?
Oh, yeah. He's not wearing sunglasses. And then he's helping you out of your coat, handing you a moist towelette to clean off your hands. And if he sees you nervous and shaking and fumbling, he'll just take your hand while talking to you and clean it off himself.
Oh, man. Man.
Then you guys shake hands. And if you don't already know Roland's favorite body part, you're gonna know because Roland's hands are the softest thing you'll ever feel. He protects his hands at all costs. Like, obviously, women love nice, soft hands. I don't know. I've never really had a thing for hands. Please leave it in the comments. Do you guys like
You don't
love?
care about hands?
No.
Oh, I heard a lot of women like look at guys' hands.
Really? I don't look at hands.
Really? Like if I have an ugly ass hand.
Who's to say what's ugly? Because some people like guys with long, skinny hands. I don't like long, skinny fingers.
You don't like long, skinny fingers.
I
But
don't
it's
like-
objectively
Yes.
speaking, there are pretty hands and uglier hands.
I guess.
Yeah, like you have pretty hands. It's just very orange. It's very
I do
orange.
not have pretty hands.
You do. You have nice hands. It's just freaking orange.
Can we color correct my hands for 2 seconds just so I can see what it's like?
I think my dad has ugly hands.
Okay, why are you,
Oh,
are you just
boy.
roasting your family members?
Mr.
What's
Mango
going on?
Butt.
I am curious though. So like comment below and let us know.
Yes, because I
Like-
always I've met two types of girls. I've met girls like me who don't really care that much. And then I've met girls who actually like really elegant long fingers on men.
Or like how important is a man's hand?
Or a girl's hands, whoever you're into. How
Or-
important are they?
or a guy's nails.
Oh, nails are more important than hands. Nails
Yeah.
are more important than
Like just well trimmed, right? Clipped,
yes,
clean.
clipped, cleaned. And you know what? Okay, let me see your thumb.
I clean.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. I've seen some dudes. That's not a thumbnail, that's a toe. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
they got some wide hands, wide fingers. Yeah.
I think everybody has what attracts them to the opposite sex, right? There's some people that, as they're saying, look at hands. I've never looked at hands, or I've never met a lot of women that look at hands. But some people do. And some people are particular about hands. Hygiene. They look at your nails. They look at like what constitutes good hygiene and if you have good hygiene. So yeah, that's true. Because I know guys, you will be surprised, that look at feet. Not shoes, not stilettos, not they look at feet. I never seen that before. It was 2 years ago, and this guy was like, "Oh, met somebody, went on a date with them, and their feet look." I was like, "What? Their what?" He said their feet. I'm like, "Oh, they were wearing a good shoe, right?" No. Their feet, their toenails and stuff. I'm like, "What? Is that a thing?" So yeah, that's weird. I mean, it was weird to me. It doesn't sound weird to him. I don't know. Yeah, I look at other things. Yeah, but yeah, it's to each their own, really.
Yeah, which is fine. I love all hands. I'm so stressed. I'm not judging anybody's hands. Who am I to judge hands? Anyway, Roland uses hand cream religiously. Specifically, he only puts $65 Joe Malone London hand cream on his hands, on his digits. And if there's a single imperfection on his hand, like a paper cut, he is covering it up with concealer.
Concealer?
Yeah, he doesn't like any sort of blemish on his hands.
Oh wow.
He'll cover it up with concealer. When he's outside, he's typically wearing leather gloves so he doesn't have to touch any dirty surfaces or doors with his bare hands. So after shaking the softest fork in hand you'll ever feel in your life, Roland will pull out his business card. He'll dangle it in front of you, bring it to his lips,
Kiss the card?
smooch the card,
Oof.
grab your hand and place it in your hand.
Oh.
Now you have
damn.
just received Roland's one-of-a-kind business card with a lip print because he does wear lipstick to get it on there. But if you turn the business card over, like, because you're going to put it in your purse right now. You're like, I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to look at this. And then you're just like, you have a good time. You walk out and you're like, oh my God, I need to see this man again because I think he loves me, right? Pull out the business card. You see the kiss. You flip it over. It just says Roland. Like, no
Oh my
contact
goodness.
not even a fucking Yahoo Hotmail.
Just the name, Roland,
No, literally.
and the lip print.
Yes.
That's not a business card. my friend. That's your crime scene evidence, your DNA evidence right here.
Crime scene evidence. He said crime scene evidence. Mr. Mugglebutt is hilarious, bro. This is your crime scene evidence. But it goes to show, man, Roland is a genius. Why do I say that? Why doesn't the card have his information on there? Why doesn't it have his address? Why doesn't it have anything else about him but his name and his lip print? Bro, it's gonna be something you're gonna remember. A lip print, like who does that? So it's not his lip print and his name on the card. You're gonna think about it. Anybody ask you about a hostess? You mentioning Roland. Man, look at this. I got this from Roland. He shrouds everything in mystery. Like, and he releases what he wants to release to you, and he shrouds other things in mystery, something you have to uncover. And that is what's gonna get people spending more money to spend time with him. And whatever he does is strategic, helping you with the soft hands and stuff like that, and taking off your coat, pulling out the chair for you, and all that stuff. It's all strategic. He's doing what the other hostess or host clubs are not doing. He's giving you an experience. We saw the video. It was a guy sitting next to him. What is a guy doing there? He probably is curious and wanted to see the experience and what the hype is all about. And then he gets the lipstick. He's like, oh boy. No wonder my wife frequents this place. Yeah, that guy is a marketing genius.
Yeah, no, really.
Okay. Damn, he's good. He knows how to play this game.
He does. He
So
does. Yes.
mysterious, just gives you a little bit,
And it makes you want more.
makes you crazy.
Thank you. That is my point. That is what I just said. He knows what to hide and knows what to give to you. And whatever he's hiding will make you come back for more. Now, if I'm finding out about you and we're talking, and then I'm telling you stuff about me, but not giving you everything, your curiosity will be like, what does this guy do? Where does this guy live? Like, what? And he's interesting too. So you add elements of interesting in there and you shroud a lot of mystery, and then your patrons are going to yearn for more. They will come back, whether you like it or not. That is genius.
Crave more.
And he makes you feel so special. You're like, I know he likes me. I just need to pay to see him again to remind him, okay?
Yeah.
So then you gotta make sure that you're worthy of his time. You have to show up again. He literally says, looks are important, but so is your attitude. For instance, hosts are chosen by their clients, right? Well, I don't want to be chosen by my clients. I want to be the one to choose.
Damn.
And he can, because women are just lining up to see him and hope that there's a chance that he's going to take them to bed. Here's the bed. Here's the bed.
Here's the bed.
Here's the bed.
Right there.
Here's the bed. Technically, sex work is illegal in a host club. Like, you can't pay them to have sex with you in the host club, but there is no rule on what the hosts do outside the club during their personal time. If they want to take clients out on a date, they can. And these dates do end up getting freaky dicky
Oh.
with someone's cheeks getting clapped, okay? Roland is very open about
Bro, really?
clapping cheeks. He's clapped a lot of them, and he's got a whole process. He has a whole bar cart in his house where he pretty much whines, and he does not dine you. I don't think this man eats. Yeah, like
Oh my
I just feel
goodness.
like he's above eating. Like, he doesn't need eating.
Right.
Eating needs him because he eats. You get it? I'm just doing free PR for him at this point. But afterwards, you're not moving into his bed. Instead, he moves you into his jacuzzi that overlooks the Tokyo nightlife, and he gets you wet in the water. You disgusting person. What are
Damn.
you thinking, okay? After moistening you up, you're moved into his bedroom, where you walk in, and it's you know how at those museums people take pictures and it's just 5 million mirrors and there's 25,000 reflections of you? It's that's his bedroom. There's just a bed in
What?
the center, mirrors on every single wall, ceiling, surface. The floor is a mirror. Every angle is a mirror.
The floor's a mirror.
The floor is the floor is not a mirror.
That would be so weird.
Yeah, but everything else is a mirror. Honestly, don't give him
Jeez.
ideas. I
Like-
think he might make the floor a mirror. He says he likes to watch himself in the mirror more than watching TV. But these mirrors aren't just for him. He says, when I have a girl over, she can really see from all different angles.
Of him.
Oh my.
You know, and I think we all
Oh my goodness, bro. What? Yo. Hey, this guy's a character. Somebody make a documentary about this guy. A full-length Netflix-worthy documentary. This guy is different.
I get what he's saying. During one interviewer, someone just blatantly asked the question we're all wondering, hey, what's your body count? Okay. With no hesitation, Roland says, do you drink coffee? Do you know how many cups of coffee you've had in your life? It's like such an asshole, cocky way to respond, right? But the way he says it, you're like, oh my God, you're kind of fun. I like you. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
No. Hey, Roland, I get it now. Hey, y'all in my comments, I get you now. Oh, we want Daddy Roland. Oh, Daddy Roland is king. Oh, king of the host. I get it now. What? What is your body count? He said, do you drink coffee? Do you know how many cups of coffee you've ever had? Bro, if I was the interviewer, yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for having Roland here. We're cutting to commercial. I'm going to the bathroom. Damn.
Have a coffee.
Yeah, like I thought I was against boys, but you know what? God, keep doing you. I don't know why the way he says it, it's not like this. I'm the shit. It's just very truly.
女の子何人と遊びました？
なんだろう。普段なんかコーヒーとか飲みます？
あ、飲みます。
それ今まで何杯飲んだか覚えてますか？
Damn, bro. Bro,
そういう
stop.
感じなんですよ。
かっこよすぎんか。
答えたくないっていうよりも答えられないがちょっと正解かもしれない。
And if you are curious, I did some
Did he
digging.
hear that? They believe it. He said, the laugh didn't come out. The surprise couldn't come out. He said, how many cups of coffee? He said, the mother, he said, oh my gosh, you're so cool. Yeah, that's how I can explain to you. Oh,
And here's one professional Redditor has to say about Roland's body count. He has been a host for around 10 years. For the sake of the argument, let's say, 10 years, that's 250 weeks. Let's be modest and not go crazy. Say he fucks 3 times a week. That's 1,560 fucks. Of course, there's going to be weeks where he ain't fucking. Okay? And it's probably not a different girl every single fuck. But the body count has got to at least be 1,000. Yeah, at least. Which is insane if that's true.
That's 999 more than me.
Such a liar. But girlies, I better not see in the comments. I can fix him. No, okay? I see you. But maybe not this one. Roland himself says that he will only ever settle down if he finds a woman that he's really into. But for right now, he just wants to have fun because, blondes have more fun and he's blonde. He's platinum blonde. Well, one day, Roland, platinum blonde Roland, he can stand out in any crowd. He stands out from all the other hosts. In 2021, he dyes his hair black. People are freaking the fork out because this has never happened before. They have never seen this man not blonde. That's his whole reputation. What does this mean? His whole brand is to be blonde. Not only does it completely change his vibe, but do you know how hard it is to go back to blonde if you dye your hair black? You would have to fry off half the head hair. Even his own manager is pissed off at him. So why? Why would he dye his hair black? Is he leaving hostessing? I don't know. What's gonna happen? So Roland posts a new video on his YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel called The Roland Channel, or The Roland Show. Yeah. Where he posts vlogs of his business or his daily life. And he titles this video, I actually have a girlfriend I've been dating for a year.
what?
Wow.
The most wanted man in Japan, not as a fugitive, as a boyfriend, is taken and is in a committed relationship and has been for over a year. Roland
Whoa.
is not just dating any girl either, but a Japanese actress, Rika Adachi. I think I'm saying that wrong. I would describe her as the girl next door kind of look. She's very pretty and she looks like she's She just looks so soft and really pretty. I couldn't find that much on her outside of her works, one of them involving Pokemon. But I will say that the netizens go crazy for this relationship. People have been shipping the two of them since they were seen at this award ceremony together. And I guess someone was like, here, take a picture, take a picture. And they are standing so awkwardly next to each other. Roland's wearing his glasses. They're holding up peace signs. There's no touching involved. Like, they just look so awkward that it's so cute. And just the mashup of unexpected. It's the collab we never knew we needed. It's the duo we never knew we needed. And now you're telling me that's become a reality? And the vlog of this is a fascinating vlog. Okay, so apparently Roland's team has CCTV cameras, basically vlog cameras in CCTV locations set up in his house, like a reality show, so that they can catch all angles. And so we see his daily life where he walks in with Rika. You hear Roland's voice say, I'm back. And they're like making out. Okay, they're not making out, but it looks like they're hugging and it's very intimate. And then they come into the living room. And the way that Rika is behaving in the house, context clues. She seems so comfortable. It doesn't seem like a first date where she's like barefoot, dogs out, toes a winkling, laying on his couch watching her phone.
Like she's the house owner.
Yeah, she's like, who are you?
She paid the property tax.
Yes, I'm the owner of this house. And the way they talk to each other is very, you just know that they're dating. The way she's coming up, giving him a back hug while he's making coffee. It's not giving casual hookup behavior. It's giving, we've had some deep, dark conversations in the middle of the night. I've smelt your farts before. And like, I know you shit every morning at 10 a.m. on the dot. That's what it's giving. And so at one point, they're sitting at the dining table. And he's all, I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm gonna tell everyone that we're dating. We should go public. And then he grabs her head and he smooches her. Oof, it's so cute. This is how they go public with this vlog. And he's all, since the day I met you at the awards ceremony, I knew I wanted to date you. So, and then she's like, no, ever since we started dating, I've been gaining weight. And he's like, no, I don't remember your size at all. Besides, I prefer you wearing my clothes anyway.
Ooh.
I mean, so good. And he's like, it's just hard that we're always hiding behind the cameras. I just want to be able to be free with you. And she's all like, it's so cute. The whole thing is so cute. And then
that is definitely the right one. That is definitely the right one. He's not hesitating. I would have thought with a guy like that, the girl would be like, you got to go public. You got to tell people we're dating. Why are you doing this? This time it's Roland actually initiating the fact that they should go public. That is interesting for somebody who does a job like he does, meeting a lot of girls, hosts, people patronizing him basically, and for him to suggest to his girlfriend that they should go out. You could tell he's in love. He definitely is in love. Ooh, that is so cute to see, and that is so heartbreaking for Daddy Roland. Oh, Daddy Roland. Please give me Daddy Roland. He's dating. Sorry to bust your bubble.
at the end, they go upstairs and there's footage of them opening the door to the mirror bedroom.
Oh.
And then they close it shut. Oh! Some stuff is about to happen, right? Oh, and everybody was loving it. They said, it's crazy because Roland is perfect as a host, but when it comes to his own love life and his relationship, it seems like he's nervous. It seems like he's a little shy. And so everybody is dying because Rika has publicly had a crush on Roland since forever. She would bring him up during reality TV shows, like variety shows. She would just literally bring him up out of nowhere. Like when people would ask, who's her celebrity crush and stuff like that. She just thought he's fun. He seems nice. So it feels like Zendaya and Tom Holland getting together. That type of vibe. People are so excited. And then 2 years later in 2023, Rika breaks the internet with her wedding photos. And I'm like, it's going to be the most glamorous wedding with mirrors everywhere. I can just feel it. The table's going to be a mirror. The aisle that they walk down is going to be a mirror.
It's going to be a mirror.
Everything's going to be a mirror. Except it's not. Because the guy she's marrying is not Roland.
Stop playing with me. What are you telling me right now? What? They did all that, all the vlog and reality TV. She's not married, Roland. What is going on here?
In fact, they never actually dated.
What?
10 days after they post the first video announcing their relationship, Roland posts a second video called I Had a Date with Rika Adachi at My House. But this video is completely different. It starts by showing us snippets from their first date leading up to their kiss, but then the screen goes black and it fades to a shot of Rika and Roland in his living room surrounded by a whole production team. It was
Stop play, man. What?
Is it a prank?
It's a prank. Nobody knows why though, because it's not like they had new projects that they're trying to bring PR and marketing to. Literally for sharts and giggles.
He dyed his hair black for sharts and giggles?
Yeah, he's kind of cool, isn't he?
He's committed.
Yeah. I don't think he had anything new projects. I don't think she did either. So they literally did it for sharts and giggles. And it was good. Everybody fell in love with him. And they honestly liked Roland after that even more. Maybe that was what led to him being more comfortable to be himself online. And he actually said, I do want to share something about myself that's very intimate and something that people don't really know a lot about. I love anime.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Okay, we're gonna get there, but because he loves anime, there is this YouTube creator called the Anime Man, and his real name is Joey. He's from Australia, but he lives in Japan, and his whole channel is talking about popular anime, manga, and also sometimes making videos about Japanese culture. So of course, he does a video with Roland because Roland is the culture. He really is, truly. But in the video, Joey the Anime Man gets invited to Roland's luxury $10 million Tokyo apartment, and he's just getting this whole tour. Joey is shocked the whole time. And he's like, why do you have so many mirrors and why are they so big? And Roland is just like, how big is your mirror at home? Which I thought is a very interesting question to ask. And Joey's like, my mirror? I'd say it's pretty small. And he says, don't you think that the size of your mirror reflects your confidence?
Guys.
But seriously.
Let's, how many inches? Like, come on, y'all. How many inches is your mirror?
Leave it in the comments, okay? So from now on, if you're dating someone new, you ask them, show me the inches. Show me the girth, the width, the height. I want to know. The thickness.
Width by length, please.
Width by length. Now, Joey laughs and then says, but seriously, you have mirrors on every wall. It doesn't look like you have a lot of space for storage. Roland then looks at him like he's absolutely unhinged and he points his hand. He gestures. No, I have enough space. Look, I have some liquor on this table. And he just casually points to the tiniest, skinniest, frailest, daintiest shelf rack I have ever fucking seen in my whole fucking life with just liquor on there. And I'm like, that's it? Sir, that is it? Yeah, I have enough space to store my alcohol and that's all that really matters. That's what he says. Well, he just has couches and tables and pictures of himself and mirrors and genuinely no storage space in the whole apartment because I guess Roland's confidence takes up 90% of the space.
Born to be an alpha, forced to be a minimalist.
I think to get a deeper understanding of his house, we have to look at his morning routine video that begins in his bedroom. He wakes up in the bedroom, mirrors. You know, the first thing you want to see when you open your eyes is yourself when you wake up from a 9-hour hibernation where you have been sweating and fighting demons with mouth tape on. Because that's with your retainers on, your mouth tape. Really? Like, that's what you want to do? But he's just looking at himself, okay? Floating in this sea of black. Every furniture in his house is black leather. It's giving 50 Shades. It's giving someone's getting spanked. He just wakes up and he whips his legs around and slips his feet into Prada shoes as slippers. These Prada shoes are not Prada slippers. They are Prada outside shoes that he wears.
Oh my goodness.
Slippers.
Yo.
I don't know why.
This guy.
He wears outside shoes as slippers and they're Prada. And then he wakes up and every single door, every single mirror in his house has 2 words on there. Can you guess what they say? Roland House. He said, its sole purpose is if I trip, hit my head, and wake up with no memory, at least I know where I am. At Roland's house. My house. The humidifier is set at 70% at all times. Did you know the Amazon rainforest humidity is 65%? So Roland keeps it more humid than a forkin rainforest just to keep his deep voice and skin perfect, to make sure that his skin and voice is never cracked or dry.
70%. Like, there's gotta be some mode going on.
Yeah, that's what I was
There's
thinking.
gotta be some wild animals. like, I'm gonna see some fucking snails.
Yeah.
Like mushrooms coming out. What do you mean 70%? Like, our house is at like less than 50% and we see mushrooms.
Yeah, we do see mushrooms. I don't want to talk about it. 70%. He's got 3 humidifiers in his bedroom alone. That doesn't even account for all the ones that are in the rest of his house. His floor heater is always running so that his Prada shoes aren't cold.
Honestly, floor heating is nice.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I think they should normalize in America. You never felt luxury until you step on floor heater.
That's so true.
Like, you just feel it, the embrace you feel.
Oof.
It's like someone's like kissing your feet.
Oh.
It's like, that's the feeling.
Yeah, that's life.
This is the life.
This is the life, he says.
So good. Same thing as the toilet, the heated toilet.
Guys.
Nothing like a warm toilet bowl.
Yeah, so we were staying at this hotel that had a warm toilet bowl and a bidet. And then we came back home. And the first time I sat back on my home toilet, my butt cheeks clenched and I jumped right back up. I said, something's not right. This is broken. And so I texted my husband.
The toilet seat is cold. I can't do this anymore. I can't live this life.
And instead of doing what I thought he was going to do, which is buy me a bidet or some sort of toilet seat warmer, he just said, oh, just let me know 5 minutes in advance. I'll go sit. So it's been working out, actually.
And then, like, once
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's what I would have said. Hey, I'll sit on it for you. I'll warm it up for you. But I never heard about toilet warmers. That would sound perfect. That would sound so cool, especially if it's winter when the house is cold or something like that. And you sit on it and it's all warm. Now, floor heaters, I know. Because I know a house that has floor heaters. Like, we go there from time to time and it feels phenomenal. It feels phenomenal. I understand what they said. The floor heaters feel amazing. It definitely should be normal. I think that is what we should do. The heaters coming from the vents up there, bro, trash. Heaters from the floor, different. And it like, just as they said, welcomes you. Because when your feet are cold, you really feel it. But when they're warm, you really feel it too. So yeah, absolutely good point right there.
I sit down, like, my bowel movement kicks in.
Yes, in the warmth.
No, I'm saying, like, when I sit before you sit, like, when I sit down first, my bowel movement kicks in.
Anyway, this man goes to brush his teeth and he says, my teeth are so beautiful. Instead of brushing my teeth with a toothbrush, it's like my teeth are brushing the toothbrush.
Right.
If you listen closely, it's like my teeth are playing jazz. He goes downstairs and his whole fridge is just Hawaii bottled water. In Japan, Hawaii bottled water. He walks to a cabinet, pulls out a $690 Baccarat crystal champagne glass, pours the water into it, and starts drinking it like that. Then he goes and lays on his black couch and he twirls the glass so it sparkles in the sunlight. He's got sunglasses on. When the sun shines on the Baccarat crystal cups, the change of the light and the shadow is very beautiful. In the morning, I look at the sunlight reflecting on the glass while I hydrate myself. Please, please.
Nigga, man, no, bro. Now you're doing too much. What? I pour the Hawaii water in my glass. I sit and twirl, and then the sunlight adds vitamin D, and potential acid activates the smoothness of the water. So when I drink it, it just glides like there's okra in there. Oh, I'm rolling. This rolling house, baby. Man, bro. Why, Roland? Why? You could have drank it from the bottle. But it's morning routines like this that makes me feel like I'm not doing something right. But I'm doing everything right. You're not doing something right.
Please, try this. This mood will instantly be elegant and cozy.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Try buying a $690 crystal champagne glass and drinking Hawaii bottled water in it every morning in your $10 million Tokyo apartment. He said, please try this. I think you'll like the mood.
Try this now.
Try this out.
Yes, sir.
And he makes sure to let us know that all of his windows are anti-UV glass, so he's not getting any vitamin D. This is purely just for meditation. And he also sets his temperature in the house at like 86 degrees.
What?
So
86.
What?
70% humidity? Bruh.
What the? It's like
What?
a
What is
sauna.
going on?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
86 degrees and 70% humidity? Why? Okay, well, it doesn't do anything to your skin. I will sweat bullets. My underarm will all like be sweaty and sweat. 80 something? No, I keep it at 75, sometimes 70. What the heck? Yo, Roland is a different kind of animal. He like, oh yeah. And after I twirl the glass and all the minerals activating the water in the expensive champagne flute, I go turn the thermostat to 80 whatever degrees, and I don't even sweat because my water was activated. Closed up all my pores. Man,
Is he not? He's not dripping in sweat all the time.
I don't know.
bro, I will
just
sweat.
have to say, the idea of doing it in 86 degrees and 70% humidity is a lot. Maybe it's nice. Maybe it's cathartic.
No, it's not.
Afterwards,
Stephanie,
he takes
no.
out a bottle of 14 different vitamins, like he's a fork pharmacist, and he creates his little breakfast. This is his food, and none of them are health supplements, he said. He says they're all purely cosmetic.
What?
Cosmetic supplements. Like, you're not going to find no vitamins in there. It's just like collagen, fish oil, stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're just shook because he'll just swallow 10 of them. One gulp, 10 of them. And the cameraman is like, that's crazy. And he just smirks and goes, I'm used to it. So then that got me really confused.
Wait a minute.
I know, I was very intrigued. So he's got nothing to eat for breakfast. He puts away his empty cereal bowl of the pills that he just consumed. And he just goes to his office that looks like a Christian Grey office. And then he meditates some more. His whole morning routine, every time you think he's about to do something, he goes into, this man has like 25 living rooms, and he bounces between the living rooms to meditate. And he says, now this is when I have my water and I meditate. Okay, time to work. He grabs a coffee, sits in another living room. Now this is where I drink my coffee and I meditate. And I get ready for the day. Then he grabs another cup of coffee, goes to a new living room. This is where I meditate and get ready for it. That's literally his morning routine. His morning routine. And then he goes to work. He goes to work where he runs his host club boot camp where he's training a bunch of hosts. And he's a really scary teacher. I will say I did watch a vlog of him teaching all of these little mini hosts. And I'm telling you, the way that he dogs on them, if they'll be training in front of them and then he'll be like, okay, how do you think you did? What do you think the customer thinks of you? The client thinks of you? And then they'll be like, I don't know. I think I'm a 3 out of 10. And he goes, no, you're a 0. You're so boring. I almost fell asleep.
Damn, bro, what?
And then another one will be like, I think I'm a 5. Because, you said confidence will get you somewhere. And he's like, absolutely fucking not. You're a -10. You were so boring. I almost died. I thought I was going to get cremated tomorrow.
すっごいつまんなかったよお前接客
You're really boring.
反省して
But then when the hosts actually go through a lot, he's always there for them. He's like a tough love type of boss. He's actually quite motivational, inspirational. He does it all. He owns he doesn't just own a host club. He owns a bunch of other, I think he owns like a hair salon, a nail a beauty salon. Like he owns so many salons. And at one point there was a hair salon that wasn't doing well. It was doing well, but all of a sudden they were getting flooded with 2-star reviews. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. I haven't been there in so long. So he shows up and he wants to talk to the manager. And he notices that, yes, everything on the floor where the customers are sitting is very clean and up to date. Then he opens the door to the back rooms where the the employees are, and it's just covered in dirty towels that people have just thrown onto the floor. He can barely walk in through the door because there's a bunch of chairs stacked up on the opposite side. And he's just saying the dirtiest spot in the back room is how dirty it is everywhere in the whole place. Like, customers will see that and they're gonna feel a perception of that. And then he goes over to this thing where they, I guess, wash, I don't know if they wash towels in there. And he's like, when's the last time you cleaned this lint cleaner? The manager's like, we clean it a lot. The way he looks, he's like, I don't know, I had to clean that. I didn't know that was a part to be cleaned. And Roland takes his hands that he only smothers in $65 hand cream, and he just starts taking out the lint himself. He's not even mad at the manager. In fact, he says, it's my fault. Because if the manager didn't know this, I was incompetent as the owner.
I didn't train them well?
Yeah, I didn't train them well, and I didn't intercept before it got to this point. And he wasn't mad.
But come to think of it, he's a really, really good leader. I would say he's a good leader. Of course, he was giving the kids tough love and stuff like that. But that is what would make them pay attention. You can't be too friendly. You have to have an element of friendliness, but you can't be too friendly when it comes to business or like education, stuff like that. Molding somebody, it has to be through tough love. So I understand that. And what he did right there, like leading by example, showing like this is what they see first. And that is the perception they're going to have. No matter how you clean the other spaces in the place, if they see the back room as dirty and disorganized as this, that is the perception they're leaving with. That is really true. And cleaning the lens, like showing the manager how to do it, blaming himself for not teaching them and stuff like that. That is a good leader. Like, of course, he does all this morning routine, weird stuff. But as a leader, I like his style a lot. I really do.
He just closed the store down for a week to remodel and retrain. And even with his host club, there was a hostess that was training with him, and he was going to go for a week to go see his parents. So Roland's like, okay, well, I'll see you in a week, right? He leaves for a week, and he doesn't come back for a year. He just disappears. He doesn't call back, nothing. A year later, he calls Roland back, and he's like, I am sorry. Am I fired? And Roland is like, no such thing. Just come back.
What?
And because, a lot of things happen in a year. You lose your clients to other hosts. There's new up-to-date ways and things and techniques that you don't know anymore. You're out of balance. You haven't done this recently. And so Roland was like, it's fine. You'll just spend more time with me and you can learn quicker. He even offered him a job as his driver to help him in the meantime so that he wouldn't be down out of luck. In fact, Roland will actually, I think it's 3 months of free housing you get if he hires you as a host.
Whoa.
If you can't afford any of your housing, he doesn't want you to stress about it. He wants even like makeup artists, hairstylists to get some better clothing. He'll front it all up front. He'll pay for it all. Like,
Wow.
he really believes in his employees. He'll even pay for your plastic surgery, which I feel like is such a compliment and such a diss at the same time. Like, imagine someone is like, no, I am willing to lend you thousands of dollars because I really care about your future, but absolutely your nose is fucking horrendous. Please get it fixed. I don't want to look at it every single day. Like, are you supposed to feel good or bad? I don't know. And I think it's because
Dang.
Roland didn't come from money. He didn't come from money, and he didn't come off as like the top host. It was not an instant career boost. When he first joined as a host, he was not making a lot of money. He would go to the grocery store and buy the cheap discount bread that's like 1 second away from sprouting a mold, from sprouting a mushroom, and that's all he ate all day. A lot of clients in the beginning just did not like his cockiness. They didn't like his style. And so it took him a long time to establish a clientele that really kept coming back for him and to just develop his skills, because it is a skill. And then he became the top.
It truly
Wow. Roland's story is really, really, really like inspiring. He came from nothing. He had a style. They didn't like the style. He still kept at it, molded the style, and looked for clientele that would come back. He really had self-belief. Even though he was poor, he had that confidence. Wow. This is really inspiring. As much as we like Roland and everything, we have to take points like this and apply them. No matter where you are in life, no matter what you're doing, if people disapprove of what you're doing and you believe in it, And like you believe in it, just do it. Keep at it. Mold it, shape it, make it better, make it perfect. And it's all going to work out. It's all going to be great. This is really, really, really inspiring.
He sounds like he's very funny.
Yeah.
Like
don't
I think his cockiness is like almost like his humor. It's like if he says this ridiculous things all day long, it's like he's just so funny.
I think he takes himself seriously, but also never takes himself seriously.
Yeah.
That's what's so crazy about it. He takes himself seriously because he lathers himself in $65 hand cream, but at the same time, all of his jokes and comebacks, it's like we're all in on the joke. He doesn't mean it. We're all giggle gaggling. It's crazy.
I remember
Wow.
seeing a TikTok. He was like talking to someone, like sitting there. He was like, sometimes I sit there and think about like, I'm Roland. Like that's a lot of pressure. Like that kind of sucks. Like it feels hard to be this person. I'm Roland, king of hosts. So then I'm also thinking about like, do I want to be Roland? And he goes, yeah, I want to be Roland.
Heck yeah, I want to be
So
rolling.
good.
Yeah, he's just so naturally.
Yeah, and he says he gets a lot of his passion from, there's one thing that he has been hiding from the world, which is the fact that he's obsessed with anime. And he's got a role model in anime. There's a quote that this guy in anime says that he lives by. He says, if I bowed down to power, I wouldn't be a man. Which is honestly kind of fucking cold, okay? Don't lie. That is such a good quote.
If I bow down to power,
Yeah, then I wouldn't be a man. Roland says it gives him the goosey bumps. It really does. Okay, he says it's the coldest shit I've ever fucking heard. And to this
If I
day,
bow down to
Roland
power.
reads that quote every single day to get inspired to keep working harder.
that's what he's doing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, I'm so confused what the connection is.
And it's like, okay, back to my keyboard. Click, clack, click, clack.
And did you know manga is the reason that he became a host in the first place?
What?
Roland read a manga called Yao, and it's about a guy who drops out of school to move to the big city and becomes a super successful host. So that's exactly what Roland does. And he just loves anime, honestly. He kind of looks like the Yao character on the manga. And then his night routine. When he's done working, he comes home, he puts his phone away because, listen, here's the thing with Roland. He really hates cords. He doesn't like seeing any cords in his house. If he sees a charging wire, he's probably going to throw a fit. And he doesn't like spending time on his phone. He has timers on his phone where he can only spend 5 minutes a day on Instagram and 1 minute a day on Twitter. And I think
1 minute.
it's because he doesn't have battery on his phone, okay? Because this guy does not have chargers anywhere. He charges his electronics on his pure confidence alone. That's what's juicing the whole house. That's what's powering everything. Every single lamp is his confidence. And then he just takes a little bubble bath, drinks a glass of champagne, and every day he looks out the window and he just meditates. And the cameraman is like, "Sir, what are you meditating all day?" And he says, "I'm not just sitting here. I'm working." "What do you mean you're working?" "In my head.
Damn.
I'm thinking about problems with my business. I'm thinking about how to train better, what I'm going to say at my next meeting." So after that meditation in the jacuzzi, he meditates with champagne and chocolates in his 549th living room. And he just genuinely stares. Like, imagine being hired as the cameraman and he's just staring the whole time and you're like, I don't know. Am I
He's
going to...
just looking at the wall, like
Yeah, he's just looking at the wall.
Dang.
with his sunglasses on. I'm working. Like,
That's his night routine. And then he goes and walks into his mirror-covered bedroom and goes to sleep feeling like the king. This is what it's like to be Daddy Roland, the most desirable man on the planet. He also says he's learning English. No, yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave you with that. He says he's learning English because it's unfair that only the Japanese girlies should have access to Roland. He's done gatekeeping himself. He said, I thought if I could speak English, then I could fall in love with half of the people in the world. If that happens, I would want to cheer.
英語で一言メッセージ。
はい
Thank you for watching, and if you wanna change your life, if you spend a time like be hire me.
So every single English-speaking husband
It's not bad. It's not bad. For somebody learning English, I would have thought it would be worse. It was pretty good. To be very honest with you, he's learning English. That's cool.
husband, you better watch out because Roland is coming to get your girl. Leave it in the comments if you think Roland could get it. So with that being said, let me leave you with some netizen comments I found that describe why Roland could genuinely get it, even though he's cocky. As a woman, I can tell you why he's a top host. He's not just a pretty face. He knows how to connect with people. He's very charismatic. I don't feel like I'm watching an interview, but two people conversing and connecting. I never expected an interviewee to ask the interviewer so many questions back.
Oh,
That's fascinating, no?
I think that's like also part of his job too, right?
Yeah.
Asking you question and make you feel heard and connecting with you, make you feel like the most important woman in the world.
He said another big reason why he feels so likable is
Honestly, if you make an online course, bro, like imagine, I feel like 99% of the men in the world like
need it.
could use some help, including me. Yeah.
You
Like-
don't need help, honey. You're perfect.
I will buy it though. Nobody really teaches that, like how to, effectively communicate with
That's true.
people.
And connect
I mean,
with
there
them.
are books.
Very
but
true.
Still.
But he seems like real life. Sometimes the
Yeah.
books, they're very unrealistic. And I'm like,
Yeah.
This
and
is
he
giving.
seems funny. So.
yes.
Whoa.
People say another big reason why he feels likable is he always manages to turn the spotlight to the other person.
Yes.
Always. That's so fascinating. He seems incredibly intelligent. It's not just his charisma, but the way he just makes sense of the world and how people think and what they do. It's crazy. And that is the story of Roland. He is still out there updating his YouTube page about his life, and I'm sure he's still risen up the entirety of Japan. But watch out, because he's learning English and he's ready to win us all over once he can speak fluently. And all I have to say is, moral of the story, what do you think the moral of the story is? Name your house after yourself so you don't get lost. Leave your moral of the story in the comments.
Don't bow down to power.
yes.
I gotta go.
Rise up.
I gotta go.
Right. Don't bow down to power. Rise up. This is amazing. Man, what? The story of Roland is fascinating. I now get it. This guy's full of confidence and he's full of, he knows what he wants and what he's doing. And he doesn't waver one bit. If he wants something, he's going to get it. And that is how we all should be. We all should learn from Roland. We all should learn from Roland. If there's something you put your mind to, just do it. Get it. I'm sorry. I understand why you are all fascinated about Daddy Roland. Oh, Daddy Roland, come take me away. He's learning English and he better not come close to my wife. He can stay his ass elsewhere. But yeah, what we can really learn from this is chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. He read a book and that turned his life around. Just a book. We all have the power to turn our lives around. I love this story. Thank you for putting me on to Roland. Please like, share, subscribe. Discord link is in the description. Love you all so much. I'll catch you later. Bye.